Welcome to Aston Martin Mindset. My name is Alex Elaine, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about Stoicism and the art of resilience. Now, if you're watching this video, you might already be familiar with the principles and the concept of Stoicism, but for those who may not know, I'm going to lightly touch on that and then start to move forward. So Stoicism is really an ancient philosophy. There's a number of characters, such as one called Orthorius and Epictetus, who are really the backbone of bringing Stoicism forward into the modern world, and they really set the standard as to really what it is and how it can positively impact people's lives. Ultimately, Stoicism is really a set of principles that really help people to better navigate life and the various different challenges and pitfalls that it may present. So what I want to touch on today is a bit about the premise of resilience and why it's so important as one of the core tenets of Stoicism. Now, it's important for us to all recognize that ultimately life is tough, right? Whether we want it to or not, it's going to punch us in the face at times. It's going to present various different challenges and things for us to overcome. So what can be really valuable is to have some form of compass, some form of map that can really guide us as to how we should deal with and tackle challenging situations. And one of the core premises of really being a Stoic is someone that actually leans into and walks towards challenging situations that really have to actively build on their self-discipline. So let me give you an example. I consistently, week on week, will think about what are different circumstances that I can actively walk towards that are maybe a little bit uncomfortable. An example of a recent one is my Krav Maga instructor surfacing with me the fact that he went camping out in the woods, and I said, you know what, I'd love to do something like that. It's not really comfortable for me. It's not something that I would actively typically look to do, but I could feel that it made me a little bit uncomfortable because it's something that I don't walk towards. That's actually something that can make a huge difference in your then capability and ability to tackle challenging situations because you're consistently walking towards scenarios that make you uncomfortable. The same thing goes when it comes to building resilience. If you want to build your mental resilience, you've got to consistently put yourself in situations that push your mindset, that challenge you in some way. And resilience is like a muscle. It builds and it grows and it expands the more exposure you ultimately give to it and the more scenarios you put yourself in. Just as a human being, where you're forced to become more resilient, you're forced to have to push your mindset in a way that you potentially haven't had to before. So it's important to just think about Stoic principles holistically, right? Building mental resilience is one of them, and then condition yourself and work on consistently putting yourself in situations that will hopefully help you to actively build on that over time. I hope this video has been helpful in some way. I'll see you on the next one.